Hey guys, this is Collin, Moshman, and Katie Dozier for CardsChat.com, and today we have a beginning poker quiz. Katie, you love multiple choice tests, don't you?
I certainly prefer them to open test where you don't have any guidance. That's true.
Well, you know what? I totally agree with that, and today we are putting the CardsChat listener to the test. So question number 1 is on positions. At a 9-handed table, what is the last position to act before the flop?
And we're going to go ahead and answer with the big blind here. Now, if you're a little tired, don't feel bad if you kind of, fall for the trap of thinking the button, but it's going to be the big blind that acts last pre-flop.
Absolutely. So positions, a very important topic. And what is question number 2?
We're going to be looking at bet types in question 2. So my question is, what would it be called if you bet ace-jack on a board of jack-10, 3-3-4, Collin? Would it be a bluff, a semi-bluff, a value bet, or a float?
You know, I like who you read the answers. I probably should have done that as well. So that's pretty slick. I'm going to have to go here with C, value bet. So a value bet is a bet with the purpose of getting a worse hand to call. So a top pair, top kicker, no possible straights or flushes. This would normally be a classic value bet.
Definitely correct there, so good job.
Thank you very much. We move on to question 3, which I posed to you, Katie. And this is a true or false one, is it not?
That is my favorite type of question.
Yeah, it's tough to get this too wrong, only 2 possible answers. So the question here is it correct to play weaker hands when you're heads up compared to a full ring game?
This is part of why heads up is so much fun, and the answer is going to be A, true here.
Absolutely. You have to post a blind every single hand. This forces the action and means that you have to play more hands from the 2 heads-up positions compared to full ring.
And now we're going to move on to one of my favorite topics, semi-bluffing. And this is a simple question, you may say, but which one of these bets is a semi-bluff? Is it going to be betting jacks on king jack 5, betting 5-4 suited on king 3 deuce, or betting 5-4 on king king deuce?
Well, I'm going to have to go with B, betting 5-4 spades and king 3 deuce. So a semi-bluff, of course, is betting with a draw for the purpose of getting your opponent to fold or hitting that draw. So the open-ended straight flush draw in B is a classic semi-bluff.
Always fun when you have an open-ended straight flush draw when that comes about. There are few cards as pretty as that.
Yes, absolutely. A beautiful hand. So, question number 5. This one, you know what, Katie, you're a poet. To slow play or not to slow play? I took that straight from the Bard himself.
I don't know about that, but it's a fairly good question to ask ourselves many times. Like if you start to feel that impulse, like, oh, I'm getting itchy. I gotta slow play.
Absolutely. So I'm going to pose this one to you, which may or may not be your turn, but whatever. We're hitting quads on a 7-7 deuce flop. We've got pocket sevens. And an aggressive player acts. It's on us. There are 4 players left to act. What are you going to do?
Well, in this situation, I hate to advocate for the slow play, but I think we have to. And the biggest reason here is we have hit, obviously, the nuts, but the board also is dry. So we want to encourage other players to do things like bluff or just, if they'll hand their chips to us, that would be nice. In this particular situation, we've got a slow play with 4 other players left to act too.
So you're going to go with A, fold.
No! No.
Katie, that's crazy. That's way too tight.
Sometimes I feel like you don't listen to me.
Oh, no. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. I think you're saying, right, that you don't want to slow play much because it's usually best to play your strong hands fast and looks to get max value from them.
Yeah, definitely. And that's certainly the case in this Shakespearean last question.
So we hope you guys have enjoyed this quiz on No Limit Basics. And don't miss a second of our exclusive content. Click on the blue CardsChat logo in the bottom right corner to subscribe, or the red subscribe button below the video. Thanks very much for watching. This has been Katie and Collin for CardsChat.com.